Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Saturday the 30th of July. But first, a quick recap. Well, it's so frustrating. We've had several horses run very well, a few horses that haven't run very well, and obviously we had the 22-1 winner, Orban. That obviously really helped our Lucky 63. At one point, I did see, I think it was £34 cash out if anybody took that. Well, in the end, I think it only made £9 in total because obviously the rest of the horses, or none of the other horses actually won. A couple came placed. Then there was the non-runner. I can't remember what it's called now, but the Godolphin one that I really fancied. Well, obviously that was in the other leg of the doubles, but obviously with it being non-runner, it then made it so we had a 50 pence each way single on Orban, which made us, I think it was £11 somewhere around there, 14 something. And then we just snuck a place in fifth. I think it was it Sharp something, I can't remember. It was one of Johnston's. Well, just can't quite get that second winner. Big price winner with the big right. Didn't quite get another big price winner with the big price winner that we had, which was Orban. So because it was looking very interesting at one point, but unfortunately the runners just tailed off towards the end. I thought is it Kamari? The other Godolphin horse ran a cracking race. I thought, hey, here we go. Here's like a 9-1 winner, but unfortunately the odds-on favourite collared it late on. But anyway, enough waffling. So what I'm having again, I'm having 50 pence each way doubles, 3 in one race, 3 in another. I'm also having a 10 pence each way Lucky 63, and also the 3 selections I'm giving in the doubles, I'm also having them in a 50 pence combination forecast and a 25 pence reverse try cast. But firstly, with the doubles. So 50 pence each way doubles. Mitro's on fire at 10-1. This is all in the 140, by the way. So Mitro's on fire at 10-1. Abate at 12-1. And Nelson Gay at 8-1. All in the 140, paying 5 places instead of 3. And they're 50 pence each way doubles. Obviously, that's only one race. So the next race is the 10 past 2 at Goodwood. So basically the next race. And the selections are Sam Cook at 12-1, Bascule at 14-1, and Valley Forge at 11-2. If you want naps in those 2 races, it would be Nelson Gay and Valley Forge. But you'll see that they are my naps because I put them in Lucky 63. So let's scroll down. So here's the 10 pence each way Lucky 63, and it's all at Goodwood. So the first selection is Nelson Gay at 8-1 in the 140 at Goodwood, paying 5 instead of 3. The second selection is Valley Forge at 11-2 in the 10 past 2 race at Goodwood, paying 5 instead of 3. The third selection is Yes Yes at 15-2 in the 245 at Goodwood, paying 4 instead of 3. This horse was very progressive last year, and the progeny improve with age. So I'm hopeful that it's fit. If it's fit, I do think there's going to be a good run on the cards. So the fourth selection is Coachello at 33-1 in the 320 at Goodwood. This is the Stewards Cup, paying 8 places instead of 3. I think it's a drawn 17. This one should make the running. It's a very interesting horse because it was a sprinter stroke 7 furlong horse in France on soft, heavy ground and also standard on the all-weather. Towards the end of its career for this trainer, it was showing loads and loads of speed. Well, it's now gone to an Irish trainer called John McConnell. Well, he could have chose any race. He could have gone to Galway. He could have gone anywhere. But he's took this horse to the Stewards Cup, first time out, hasn't run this season so far. Don't get me wrong, this trainer is very good at getting horses ready in handicap. So maybe he thinks it's a group race. It's a group horse in a handicap. Well, it needs to be, to be fair. It needs to be at least probably a listed race winner. Like listed class, because it's quite. I think it's got about 9 stone 10 in the race. So I just think it's a really interesting horse, and if it runs well, we've got 8 places to go at 33-1. The fifth selection is I'm a Gambler at 18 to 1 in the 355 at Goodwood, paying 4 places instead of 3. Well, this is it. This horse is very in and out. I do think it's got a chance on form, but what I'm also going with is the connections of this horse. I can't remember what the names are now, but you will recognise the colours. Them colours are Rochester House colours. Unfortunately, that horse in I can't remember what race it was. I think it was a race yesterday, but last year. And tragically, the horse took a misstep and died in running. It collapsed in running. Well, this is the same. So I think it will be very fitting if they can at least have this winner, because I think it's their only runner at this meeting this year. So how fitting that would be. And also, I do think it's got half a chance anyway. It is the best horse in the race. So yeah. And finally, another Mark Johnson horse, Rainbow Colours at 9 to 1 in the 4:30 at Goodwood, paying 6 instead of 4. This horse ran just 4 days ago at Goodwood. It ran behind the Michael Stout train horse. Was it Crystal Cipero? Ran a cracking race. I just think it's got a cracking chance. Unfortunately, the horse that had a quick turnaround today on the Mark Johnson didn't run that well. It showed too much pace and then faded away. So I am hopeful of a good run. So obviously, as I mentioned before, I have had those horses. So I've had, in the 140, I've had Nelson Gay, Mitros on Fire, Abate, 50 pence combination forecast, 25 pence reverse tricast. There you can see. And again, and then finally, 50 pence combination forecast, Valley Forge, Sam Cook, Bascool, and then the same bet again, 25 pence reverse tricast. And then the football bet. I've already mentioned this in a previous video, but so what it is, I shall just show you this screen here. So this is a £5 treble over 4.5 goals. Blackpool versus Reading, Salford versus Mansfield, Wrexham versus Eastleigh. So basically what it is, it's over 4.5 goals. It's a £5 win treble. I've also had the same teams over 3.5 goals. So just pick the same teams again, over 3.5 goals. In fact, I'll show you. So there you go. So the same 3 matches, £5 treble, over 3.5 goals. And then I have a bigger bet. I have the £20 treble, over 2.5 goals. Blackpool, Salford, Wrexham matches. So that's my football bet as well. If you can't afford that, just reduce the stakes. It's not a problem whatsoever. I think it's more about having an interest. That's the fun thing about it. It is the first weekend of the season anyway, so very interesting. So there's no form to go on. It's just I'll tell you why I picked them. Blackpool. I was listening to some of their fans the other day. They says they've got abundance of riches up front, but they can't defend. Reading are one of the favourites to go down, so I think they could be gold in that match. Salford versus Mansfield Town. I'm a bit of a Mansfield Town fan. They have made some decent signings. They've only got 1 striker at the moment, but they have got goals all around the team, like all Nigel Clough's sides have always had. He always likes to players to be able to get a goal no matter what their position is. And finally, Wrexham versus Eastleigh. Well, Wrexham are the favourites to go up, and Eastleigh are one of the favourites to get relegated, so there could be goals in that. So basically, what I'll be doing Saturday is I'll be clicking all these matches on Flash Score and listing for those cheers on my phone. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters over and out. Cheers, mate.